All right, cool. So you picked this game. Why specifically?
Just I felt like it was a solid game on Tom Kench, and like usually right now in preseason people troll pick.
Yeah,
Now it was also a troll pick because they had Rise in lane, but because we lost that lane, I just chose this game.
cool. Um, so you took Grasp, which I think is fine into Trundle because it's a melee matchup. I guess you take Guardian into like a ranged support. But why'd you take Exhaust?
Rek'Sai, they have mostly Rek'Sai to be honest, but also the possibility of the TF ganks.
Okay, so you don't think I feel like Ignite might have been better for that lane, but I think I can understand why it took the exhaust. I just think like if you have a Lucian and you're playing into that kind of bot lane with Rise,
No,
Ignite
I
might have
had
been
I
good.
had no idea what's gonna be bot lane right
Oh
now. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking like it could be TF and TF with attack speed. I don't know, with some weird stuff. It would be like a normal AD carry.
Okay. All right, pretty normal invade. You also took the stopwatch. I haven't seen that on any supports. Why'd you take it?
I was thinking like that I had a choice basically, either Biscuit, Boots, Stopwatch, or like two absolutely useless things
Yeah.
that give CDR or something. So out of all of those, Stopwatch seemed like the best option for so much CC and damage in this game. Even though
Okay.
I'm tank support, it's just like picking between um, two other options.
Okay. So you're leashing Wukong. Cool. So how do you want to play this lane out? I know it's kind of a cheesy lane, like it's Rise, but how would you play this lane out normally, you think?
Um, like if like it doesn't really matter what matchup you play. If your leashing an enemy is not, you always sacrifice your
You
whole lane
sacrifice the
pressure.
wave, yeah. But I
Yeah,
just meant in general, like in the 2v2 matchup. Uh, this is like a pretty easy lane to win, I think. As long as okay, there's some missteps there, but I think like as long as you can get the passive off, this should be a pretty easy lane, in my opinion. So you can play this lane a bit more aggressively, right?
but there is right now there is no option because they shove the first one, so they got the shove on the second one too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying like in terms of general laning, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
So you know that they didn't really leash bot, so Rek'Sai is most likely top, so he's probably gonna gank in like the next 30 seconds or so. So you got to be a bit careful. Um,
hmm
I think that's what you're doing, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Good awareness. You got Rise pretty chunked. So I think after you get your ward up, I don't know if you can tell your AD carry to ward, but you can actually play. You can step up a lot further because Rise is so low.
hmm
Okay, yeah, you're telling him to ward. Cool.
She doesn't really know how to, I suppose.
Yeah. What's he doing? Okay, there you go. I don't know. Okay, interesting.
As 400 LP AD carry.
Yeah. Is he actually an 80 carry main? It's dope
Yes.
lift. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so you're stepping up. The Q's kind of wasted behind the minion. You gotta be careful they're gonna hit level 3. Yeah, okay. I think you should have been playing back a bit further. You know that they're gonna hit level 3 off this wave. They could find a all in on you. They do. Try to get an auto attack in here, because they're moving into you. If you autoed right there, and then you auto one more time, you can eat him and throw him under tower.
hmm Yeah, I
Like,
see what you mean.
yeah, because you missed an auto and then you like, canceled one. You could have actually forced his flash probably, but that's whatever. It's minor.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, like especially with Tom Kench under tower, you always, even if you're gonna take a bad trade, you automatically win the trade if you get him under tower, right? So it's better to trade that auto attack,
Mm.
just so you can get that threat. Yeah, now, yeah, you can step up on him. Cool. Perfect. So he's gonna flash or
Yeah,
I
but we
don't.
didn't have heal.
Yeah, that sucks. I think maybe you
Though, though I already carry, like, Lucian had flash there, so I would expect him to flash and finish Rise, but turned out not.
yeah, you ate him and then he.
One out attack.
Yeah.
He didn't go for it.
Well, I mean, I think the Rise had both sums up too, so he would
He used heal
have.
there when we first engaged him, I think.
I don't think you did
Didn't he?
because he used it. I think because it does. See, you don't see it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So he still had heal. So I think it was
Mhm.
fine. You shouldn't have eaten him, and you should just turned on the Trundle, in my opinion. Because you zoned him from here. Trundle's going in on Lucian with the exhaust. If you turn on Trundle, he also has to use his sums.
Mhm.
Instead, you stop Lucian from DPSing. I think Lucian played this pretty badly too, honestly. He should have just hit the Trundle. You should, like, and then at least you're out. I think you have to probably flash here. Yeah, see, now they have heal. They just used the heal, now you're dead. You should have flashed. Um,
Mhm.
so I think this was like actually a really hard fight to read. I'm not gonna blame you. Like, it's kind of unlucky in a sense. But when this guy's already out of the fight, Trundle's right here. Instead of trying to kill this guy when you know he has sums,
Mhm.
just kill the Trundle, right? Like he's not gonna get out. You have exhaust if you really need to chase him out. I think it was just better to focus the guy in front of you instead of chasing the low kill
Mhm.
when you know he has summoners. If you thought that he healed there, then that was just a mistake, and that's a pretty bad mistake to think that they used a summoner when they didn't, because you just got baited here too.
Yeah.
When you hit a creep. So that was your biggest mistake in that trading lane, because I think you actually play. It was a really good idea to play back here when you thought the Rek'Sai gank might be coming over. Most supports would just brain AFK and go for the trade and die to a gank. The second mistake was not autoing when you could have maybe thrown him under tower and forced the flash. And then that last time was just focus the guy in front of you. Don't chase when he has sums. If you know he
Mhm.
has no flash, no heal, then perfect. You know you get that kill for free. But you died without using anything right there, and that's really bad.
Mhm.
Especially in like a really easy lane, in my opinion. Rise Trundle. um, cool. So you're going back bot because you got to help him shove out the lane. That's fine. You know there's nothing to do mid. Cool. And yeah, you're just shoving this out. Or trying to anyway. No, this is fine. Cool. So he clears it. You want to clear this ward out, but they're
Yeah.
trying to zone you. Just saying hi. Okay, at least you know they don't have flat heal or exhaust, so you can potentially still look to win the 2v2 because you have exhaust advantage and Lucian's heal should be up soon. So you can just talk to Wukong about that. I think he's looking to gank. I think you can just go in. Should just go in here, right? The second you hit this Q.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen, but whatever. Wukong's useful. So there's nothing much to do right now. I think, in all honesty, you just keep doing this. Do you die more in this lane?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what
Not
happens.
just me.
Okay. So I think now that you know that they don't have summoners, you can try to play a bit more aggressively. What is Lucian doing, dude? You should just try to eat him there. I think you misclicked. The second he gets snared, you should just walk up and eat him, and then walk out. Because he just took like an
Not
extra, like,
sure.
really?
Yeah, but he, like, there, after he was snared, like after he got full damage from full combo from Rise, I would get in position to eat him. Like here, I would be able to eat him,
Yeah.
but then, well, he doesn't get any more of the damage. Like he gets one attack from Rise, and then
Yeah, but the thing is, then they
and
find a
here I
way.
eat him.
Yeah, so like I think he takes an extra two autos here, because he takes one from Trundle and he
Yeah.
takes one from Rise. I think you just eat him.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I mean,
But
it's
then
really
Trundle still
minor.
will have his E, and I won't have my eat for Lucian next time. If I ate him there and Trundle didn't use E, I spit him out, and then we have to wait 12 seconds for my W again.
No, okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. That's true. I just think that's Lucian just positioning too far up. And yeah, and then he ants. I don't really think there's anything you could have done there, to be honest.
Mm.
Alright. I mean, maybe you can position a bit further ahead of him. Like, because you can maybe block the rise Q, but that's... I don't know. I don't think that's really much you could have done. That's on him, mainly. I think the biggest right now, I don't really think you made any mistakes in this first back. I think the biggest ones were in that level, like... Huh.
Ah,
Try this
interesting.
again. Okay. So I think that, yeah, like in these last couple of minutes, I actually don't really think there was too much you could have done, to be frank. You tried to set up the gank for the Wukong, and then that didn't work. And then Lucian just stepped too far up. Yeah. So you try to freeze the wave. You don't. Are you trying to stop his back here?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about it, but then like I already
Like,
know I stopped it because I walked up so far, but
yeah.
what I didn't expect.
Like here, yeah, okay, so right now, you gotta know he has backup, right? Because if he's stepping up like this, it means he has backup. There's no way he's just gonna be trying to fight you for no reason. He's walking into melee range of you. He's obviously
Yeah,
trying to bait.
I
So
didn't read it.
yeah, so that was just a pointless flash. Like if the guy's gonna walk up like this, the second you see this guy walk up, you gotta be able to read him, right? Like, why would he walk into melee range of you unless he had backup? He's just trying to bait.
Hmm.
So, and the solution.
Mm.
So I think you actually get a kill here. Wow, okay. Nice. Alright, cool. So that's pretty well done. I think that's more than minting. Don't
I
waste
still
your
have stopwatch.
don't waste your Q. Like, because if he's
Yeah,
on you, you could have just autoed one more time and then stunned him. And he might
yeah,
have
that's true.
actually been able to yeah, like, that's another auto, two autos with grasp. Um, Lucian's trolling. Uh, and then you died to TF. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, here, like, this is actually sucks.
Yeah, I think I would actually be able to kill him there if
Yeah.
I played it correctly. Maybe not kill, but it would be close.
Yeah, and then maybe Lucian instead turns on the Rek'Sai or something. I'm not sure. The TF ult's unfortunate. There's really nothing you could have done. Maybe run back a bit further, but I don't think you could have. Yeah, you're trying to save the Lucian, but he's already ripped. Yeah, so that's whatever. TF ult. I think you could have killed the Rek'Sai, and if Lucian wasn't trolling, you definitely would have killed the Rek'Sai. But mechanically, just no need to waste your Q if he's already on you, right?
Hmm.
How often do you play Tom Kench?
Just started practicing for
Okay.
scrims.
Well, there you go. Because I think mechanically it seems like you're not too comfortable with his passive yet, but because I think we saw that first time and you could have eaten him and put him under tower, and the second time you just wasted your Q for no reason.
Hmm.
Do you time summoners usually?
In scrims, yes. In solo
Okay.
queue, very rarely.
Yeah. Unless like you're going super try hard.
Hmm.
So do you usually just walk into lane like this? Like just to bot?
Unless I have sidestone, yes.
Okay.
No, I mean, it really depends on,
The situation,
um,
right?
yeah. But if I don't have sidestone
There's
and
not
the lane
much
is pushing
point.
towards them, then yes.
No, yeah, here this is perfectly like you only have a pink ward and Lucian needs to get the wave unfrozen, so you had to go bot. I was just curious.
No, I just want to get 6 and
You
probably
can
look for
dive
roams.
him. You should dive him.
Oh yes,
This is a
or
free
that.
dive. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so this is the correct play. I hopefully you kill him here. I don't see how you don't. Oh my god. His
That my spacing was so bad this one.
yeah, you need to
When I think when I Q I could have just walked further.
yeah, I also think you don't need to ult so far away. You can like ult a bit close. That's whatever. But yeah, I think you need to just you could have queued him from further than you could have auto, but either way you get the kill, I think. Thank God. And you don't steal the kill even. Perfect. This is tower, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so now you go mid. You're resetting. Alright. Do you usually tell your AD carry like where to go or anything in solo queue, or do you just play by yourself?
No, I usually do, but like I wasn't ready for Lucian to go top.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this guy's not the smartest. 'Cause you should just be spam pinging Infernal. Like they could take Infernal here. You eat her. Cool.
She actually took too much damage. I expected less because he managed to W her as well. But I
Yeah.
think if I hit her there, then
If you walk
I
too,
might have been in trouble too.
yeah. The thing is, if you walk too close and you got knocked up too, you're like, she's definitely dead. So I think it was fine. I don't think you could have walked in closer, because you would have got knocked up by Scion ult too. Um, yeah, I honestly thought they would have taken Infernal because Lucian was top, and then they killed Wukong, but they didn't, so that's fine. Just get vision around Infernal now, right?
Mm-hmm. Or not.
Guess not. Can you not
They
just kill
see.
this? Yeah. I thought this guy was inting, but Talia backed. Alright, this game's kind of weird. Alright, you have vision control now. They're backing. You should just be pinging Infernal. Or you can get this pick too, that works. Forces flash. Okay. Cool. Honestly, I don't have too many issues right now. I think your early play was the worst part so far. I don't, you're like mechanically, I just think it was played pretty poorly. And then you just made a really poor decision in the 2v2 in terms of trying to chase the rise when you could have taken the Trundle kill. But so far
Mm-hmm.
it seems pretty fine. I think you should try to communicate a bit more with your AD carry in terms of lane allocation. I don't know why the fuck this guy's like, you lost top tower too. I don't really know what he's doing honestly, but I guess he wants to be a top laner.
It never happens that the AD just randomly walks top, even
Yeah.
though Infernal's up or anything. It's just that's why I was so confused. And also, like when I'm playing the champions, I'm not very familiar with.
You focus
I
more on
focus too
yourself.
much, and I don't talk at all.
Okay. So that's just, I guess that's just something you're gonna have to work with, because the more you play with the Tom Kent, then the more you can talk in game, right? Because you're more comfortable on him. So that'll just be something to work on. Other than that, you shouldn't. You should just leave here. Like you should reset and let Talia wave clear. Like look at Talia. She has no mana. You're like
Yes.
60%. You're just Lucian's top. What are you doing? What? Okay, that's amazing. You got a kill there, but alright, this game's Fiesta. Yeah, so I think you should just disengage and reset. You're trying to bait something, and it just
No,
is gonna
I'm
bite
just
you in
trying
the
to
face.
run.
Do you die?
No.
Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew. You actually get out of this. Jesus Christ. And you kill. Okay, well, even though that was amazing, that still was pretty bad. That's still pretty bad. Because, like, you should just look to reset here. You know that she's low. You just back off and take it. You even saw the Scion here. And he's going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Um, And I think even though you get out, like everyone on your team dies. Wukong dies, uh, Cho'Gath dies, Lucian dies
Hmm.
for that. And honestly, it's a miracle you didn't die, to be frank. Um, but yeah, so that was just over forest. And now you should try to set up the objective you're going for. So before it was this Infernal Drake, so you got vision around Infernal. It took a bit of time, but that's fine. And now you see that there's two low towers here. You just want to set up your vision on top side then, right? Because there's not much you're gonna do bot. You want to set up vision for the two top towers, like top and mid. So
Hmm.
that's about it. Clear out tunnels. You can try to get some deeper wards in, because you know that TF isn't there. So they don't really have a lot of pick pressure.
Lucian is not there either.
Why is he bot now? Dude, this guy is just unfortunate. I guess. I don't know what to say. Alright. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Um, I think you should honestly just be pinging, like, you should try to go top side, because you see, I think Lucian's just dead, honestly. I know you're trying to ult to him to save him, but you might as well just play top side, because those are the two important parts.
Hmm.
Because if you get vision with Cho'Gath, you can start moving into their jungle. Talia and Wukong can do something. When you see more people bot, you can maybe look for this mid or top tower. Uh, but yeah, Lucian's just gonna be a chimpanzee. Let him be a chimpanzee. I don't know what you're doing back here.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm
What,
confused
yeah,
right now.
what are you doing?
Because I know that TF is up, and as soon as I start grouping, my team would want to find a pick.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, then you should probably be with your team, right? Okay, well that was weird, but and you wasted your sweeper, I think, but that's fine. I think you can just eat this guy. Cool.
Oh,
Fight.
Lucian is still top lane.
Dude, this guy is trolling. Um, yeah, you need to leave. You guys won that somehow. I think you're dead, but that's fine, because Cho'Gath is killing everybody with Wukong. Did you guys win this fight? You
Yeah.
actually did. 4v5. Huh. Okay. Um, I guess Lucian's just a genius. Cool, so you took the dead thing and you got Locket. I think that's fine. They get some more kills. So again, you can just play for Herald now. You got a minute and a half. Just try to get in the habit. I know you said like you don't do it too much when you're playing with other champions, but just set up the objective you want it. Like if you want to contest Herald, you want to get these towers, just ping them and set up your vision for it so your teammates play around it. Don't just like, I don't know what you're doing here again. I guess you're waiting for TF to ult or something.
I didn't notice that there was a pink, so yes, I
Okay.
was expecting some action, and I'm still waiting for my team to come because I can't contest vision on my
Yeah,
own.
yeah, you're pinging for it. And I think they're gonna overextend here. Yep. Okay. Well, I think this team's kind of trolling as well. Good alt. I think is that another Infernal? Okay, perfect. I think you guys probably win the game here with double Infernal, but they're chasing a bit too hard. Just take the fucking dragon. Whatever. Alright, cool. So actually you're in a pretty good spot. And again, yeah, you just wait for your team and then you can start positioning for objectives and getting vision. Do you think you could have sold your refillable potion and got some more pink wards?
I could sell the useless broken
Oh, it's
stopwatch shard.
broken. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Just sell that and get pink wards.
I was thinking like, am I gonna be able to buy another one or recover this one? Repair? I mean,
I don't
turned
think you
out
can
not.
repair it. I think you can just upgrade it, right? Like it upgrades to some Zhonya's
Not sure.
gargoyles or GA. So yeah, you should just get some pink wards here so you can contest vision a bit better, but I think Cho'Gath is out? You eat him? Awesome. Okay, well I think you're playing these fights a lot better. I mean, they're not really hard fights to play. Yeah, I think you guys probably take Baron here, right? That was a bad flash.
Yeah.
Alright, well, good job. Lucian's over chasing. You die for it.
Yeah.
Alright, I think
they-
this game's just gone a bit silly. I'm assuming you guys win in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you're trying to sort out this stopwatch, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright, well now you know. I don't think you can fix it. I think it's once it's used, it's done, and you just have to upgrade to another item or you get rid of it. So, there you go. You should just play for Baron again, and I think you guys just win once you get another Baron fight. The fuck are they doing, dude? Okay. You don't need to be DPSing Baron, you should probably be telling Talia to try to DPS and you trying to zone Rek'Sai. Yeah, I don't even know what she's doing either.
I'm not sure if I could do anything against Rek'Sai.
Really? Don't you think
I
you
mean,
can just be like you can just auto Q, stun him?
Let's say there are 3 people in the topside jungle. What do I do about that?
Well, what if you're oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. So let's say if you go in with Talia.
With Talia, yes. I thought you said instead of Talia.
Oh no, that's my mistake. Whatever, she's gonna take the job.
But I was also thinking, like, I'm playing Tom Kinch, this guy can walk up to the
To save her.
the Baron pit, I could eat her.
Well, yeah, if Rek'Sai's chasing her, it's worth anyway. Whatever.
And here as well, like, if I was a bit more confident on this champion, I think I would eat Cho'Gath and just spit him out on the other side.
Yeah.
And now I'm pinging that, but this guy's already out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can just reset here, to be honest. Like, chasing the kills doesn't really get you too much. Like, you just want to hold on to your Barons and reset, and then you can just win another team fight, because you've just won the last 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, even with these kills, like, let's say you get all of these kills and you get out, you're still wasting all this time on Baron. And everybody that dies is just another person you don't have Baron on. So I honestly think you guys should have just reset. But I think they're probably just gonna FF here. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So honestly, this was a pretty short game, and there wasn't too much to say about you in the mid game. I think early game, your mechanics need a bit of work in terms of trying to use your passive a bit more. You always want to try autoing as much as you can if, like, obviously you're not going to die for it, which you weren't. Second thing was just focus the person in front of you. Yes, like, I think this was the point where... No, that was in here. It was when they hit level 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're stepping up when that creep was about to go down, so that already you're kind of being a bit disrespectful, but you could have thrown in an extra auto there instead of running away and then eaten him and then tossed him out. And then here at this fight, you just gotta, like, once you know he's out with these low sums, just, like, look at the Trundle autoing the Lucian with the exhaust. You don't even need to eat Lucian. This guy's out. Like, just hit the Trundle. If Ryze wants to go back in, then you can turn. But I just hold on to your eat and turn on Trundle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just die without using summoners. Use your summoners. But past that, I think that's mainly Lucian throwing the lane pretty hard, and then Lucian just kept wanting to split push for some reason. The other thing that I was a bit curious about was, I think there's like that one point where you just started roaming like back here instead of like just getting vision. I think you said you were like just trying to wait for the TF ult, but if you're waiting for the TF ult, just wait, like be with your teammates, because you're super far away from them. I'm trying to find the timestamp.
Yeah, that wasn't very logical from me. I agree.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, honestly, this is a pretty straightforward game. Like you guys just grouped up and you fought. Uh, I think maybe again sell the broken stopwatch. You know that now. There's no point holding
Hmm.
on to it. But honestly, there's not like this. This probably won't be some great VoD review game in terms of like, oh, this is like the next thing I need to be doing as a support. This was pretty standard, just basic mechanical error. Um, and then you try too hard to force a fight here in this area once when you're too low. You can just use that to reset. Same with Baron. Like even if you're low and you just got the Baron, what's the point of looking for a fight? Because even if you get, like, yeah, you get the kills and that's nice, but you can just take the time, reset. Now you have more of Baron buff. If you guys take that fight and you lose people, that's less Baron buffs you have. Just take the
Hmm.
time to reset. There's really no need to look to fight. And then honestly, I think you played the mid and late game team fights pretty well. You mentioned that if you were a bit more comfortable on the champ, you would have tossed out Cho'Gath. I think that was a good call. Um, but yeah, just keep in mind that you should also try to shot call or at least set up objectives for your team as a support. I know you said you're just practicing the champion, so you'll get more comfortable the more you play. So just keep trying to focus on that, right? Like mechanics, try to stack your passive a bit more, and two, set up the objectives for your team so that you can actually play for something. This game was like a lot of just these guys forcing a lot of random fights, and you guys ended up winning them. But you didn't really do too much in terms of forcing a play.
Hmm.
I mean, you are Tom Kench, so it's not like you're a playmaker necessarily. I thought you used your ult really well in that dive bot lane. Just something to keep in mind with Tom Kench is always, if you're duoing with your jungler or something, you can do a lot of fancy plays with his ultimate. So just keep that in mind in the future too. If you
Hmm.
be a little bit more liberal with your ultimate. Cool. Were there any questions or anything else you wanted to go over? I know this wasn't too amazing of a set, but this was a pretty straightforward game anyway.
Mm, no, not really. And thank you very much for the review.
Hey, no
I was
worries.
just I was just thinking like it's my third or fourth game on Tom Kench. Not overall, but in the last month or so, and like every time I play lane, I always lose. That's why it's just one of those games that was quite similar to the others. Now that you mentioned um, the spacing on, like how I need to stack my passive first if I have a chance. Like I know that I should do it, but I don't really pay attention to that. So
Yeah, the passive's the most
thank you for that.
important thing because you can take, like, especially when you get your E, you can always take more damage just to get that last auto off, and then you do a lot more when you get the stun, when you get the E. If you're using grasp, you get more time to auto attack, so you can get more health back. It's the most important thing for him in lane, like especially in melee matchups. In support matchups, like where it's like a karma or something, you just have to survive the lane and hope you can get some ganks or like a lucky all in. But in melee matchups, you win almost every melee matchup as Tom Kench, but you have to use your passive.
Hmm.
All right, cool. Hopefully that helped you a bit in terms of your laning, and then if you got any other questions or anything you want to go over again, just shoot me a message.
All right. Thank